Now. Go now. Should I... Ash? What's up, buds? And welcome to another installment of the Earbuds Chit Chat, where this is where me and Ash kind of just, gib gab.
We're just gib gabbing. We're just podcasting, baby.
Yeah, we shoot shit, we podcast, and these chit chats are always like related to music and music topics, and we kind of just like have a little conversation. But today, there's a little bit of preparation because today we're going to be talking about our top 5 favorite songs by artists that these songs sound nothing like the rest of their music.
Yes, for my list personally, these were mostly the first songs I heard by the artist, and then I was very disappointed by like kind of the rest of their stuff.
Oh, that's not
so
good.
That's like that kind of angle I'm going at.
Interesting. And for me, it's always like I just have a tendency to always gravitate towards like a band or artist like more poppy, not radio friendly, but like catchier music. Which is usually like, for stuff like punk bands and like, rappers and metal bands and stuff like that. Like usually those are like the diehard fans, like most hated shit. And for me, I'm just like, oh, that's what I tend to gravitate towards the most because it's like the most accessible, right?
Yeah, right.
But my list is kind of...
You love Enter Sandman.
The Black Album is my favorite.
Really?
The Black Album is my favorite Metallica record. If not, and this is very controversial, Reload. I know.
Fuck.
The one that everyone hates.
That's a hot fuck. We gotta do... What the fuck? I guess we gotta talk about that.
We gotta rank Metallica records, dude. We gotta do like a tier list.
I'm putting like Kill 'Em All is like my favorite, obviously, because it's just like...
It's the most punk.
It's just a fucking thrash album.
Yeah. This would be interesting because we should do more tier list episodes, man. Like, I feel like there's plenty of bands that would be really interesting to see like where they fall for each of us.
We can't be doing them for bands that have been together for like 30 years though.
Yeah, I'm not about to have to go listen to 15 records to figure out which one. Because in all honesty, I haven't listened to every Metallica record.
If I can be straight with you, I haven't listened to all fucking 25 of them either.
Yeah.
Because they're all a fucking hour long.
Yeah.
And I don't have time for that.
I remember Death Magnetic was way better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, that's got some good shit on it.
Yeah.
My brother got that CD, and I there's some songs that like bring me back.
Yeah, for sure. They were definitely like trying to do something. But okay, today let's stay on topic here. We have a topic.
That's not what we're doing today.
No.
Today we're doing songs by an artist that is like just not at all what their other shit sounds like.
Right.
It's not what they usually do. And do you want to kind of start us off, bud?
Yeah, man. I have a feeling that mine are written on my phone here. I have a feeling that mine are going to be more, again, kind of mainstream. Like, I have a feeling I'm not going to know any of the songs that you're going to bring to the table here. So, your list is going to mean nothing to me, and mine's going to mean, like, the world to you. So,
hey, you mean the world to me, bud.
Thank you. Anyway, the first one, you weren't expecting the same response, right?
I wasn't expecting, like, the little kiss.
Oh, little.
Yeah, little.
Just a little. So my first one, we were actually singing it together, and I was really surprised to hear that you even knew this song. But it is "Drunk Again" by Real Big Fish off of their Cheer Up album.
It is a fantastic bar song.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Sad
everyone
drunk
in the
song.
room.
Yeah.
You said the fucking one of the horn players sing this as well.
I think it's a trumpet. I think it's a trumpet player. I wish I knew his name. But he's always doing like the backup like vocals and harmonies on a lot of their songs. Like he's that guy. And then I don't know. I guess he wrote this song and they were like, yeah, man, let's perform it and put it on the record. And it's fucking great. It's like you said, like a really great bar song, like drunk and sad and lamenting, but his voice is beautiful and he gets super into it, and the music that they wrote around it was really good. Like it gets like loud and kind of has this culmination, this big like, it pays off.
it has an almost like theatrical
for sure
kind of songwriting to it. They don't usually go this like dynamic with their stuff. Real Big Fish, if you don't know, is a ska band.
Right.
So that's mainly kind of what they're doing.
But this is more like a jazz big band type of composition to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could imagine a singer on stage with a glass of whiskey in like a little microphone.
Yeah,
I don't know what you call them.
Tie
little,
like is like coming loose.
Yeah,
and his shirt's like on the third button.
And now I'm
drunk again. Yeah, it could easily be like a Frank Sinatra kind of homage type of song.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Man, I remember that Cheer Up record is like such a different album for Real Big Fish in general. Like they kind of like got away from the ska punk thing and they started doing more like a rock type of music and direction. And obviously there's still ska on there, but like their single on the record has no horns at all. And I remember that was like so controversial when it first happened, like in my little world. And and then you get towards near
fucking controversy,
huge controversy, and great band name, by the way.
It must be taken.
If it's not, then we need to trademark that shit right now.
Yeah,
guys, don't take that band name. If you're listening to this, don't start a ska band in 2022 and call it controversy, please.
First off, don't start a ska band 2022.
Yeah.
Second, if you do, don't call it that because that's ours.
Yeah, that's ours. That's ours now. But I remember when, that album like definitely took some time to grow on me, and I love it now. But Drunk Again, immediately I was like, what is this? This is amazing. I learned it on guitar. And like I told you, like it was one of those like go-tos of mine whenever, we were drunk at a party and there was a guitar in the corner. And I was that guy by request. Like people would ask me to play a song and I'm like, okay, cool. And it's not like I picked it up and started playing fucking Wonderwall or, fucking Counterfeit
and why didn't
Limp
you?
Bizkit.
You think you're above Oasis? Like, you think you're better than them?
Or do you really want to get into it?
I guess not.
Fuck Oasis, dude! Anyway, what's yours?
In no particular order.
Yeah.
One of the first ones I thought of was Black Bubblegum by Dillinger Escape Plan.
See, I don't know that song. I know the band, at least.
You know the band.
So they're pretty heavy, right? They're kind of crazy.
Pretty heavy, pretty, like, hardcore, very, like, metalcore.
But kind of like, they're not super melodic, right?
No.
Yeah.
Not really. But this song is a little bit melodic. It's got like a kind of slow rhythm and a very like poppy chorus on it. It's the first song I heard.
Uh-oh.
And it's still kind of got that hardness in it. It's still like the drums kick in and it's just bow,
Mm-hmm.
But the vocals are like switching off and it's like, you got some get it to me, and that's like not at all what Dillinger.
Yeah, that already sounds weird. But the little bit that I know about that band.
Are you listening to it now?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it because I'd have to type in all the sounds
really care
and shit.
to. Yeah.
No, it's not that I don't care to. Like, I'm gonna make a playlist of this so we can. Like, by the way, whoever's listening, like, there's gonna be a Spotify playlist of these songs in the description or whatever that you guys can click on and go listen to it. So I'm definitely gonna hear it.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I've never liked anything by them. Like, I'm so like limited in my exposure to Dillinger Escape Plan. So
it's just a lot poppier and more accessible than anything. Because I listened to that album, and nothing else on that album is like.
Isn't that such a bummer, dude?
But I mean, I guess I can't. Like, it is a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
But. What are you gonna do? It's just they did a little thing, and it's just how I happen to see it.
It's funny how that happens so often, where you hear a single or something, right, and you're just like, "Whoa, this band's really cool," and you go and listen to the record, you're like, "Oh, clearly a single." Like none of the other shit sounds like this. And then me and you had like a hard time kind of coming up with our lists, like before we recorded this, but there's so many instances of that happening.
It happens
like
constantly.
Yeah.
I just realized. Every single thing on my list is the first time I've heard this band.
Wow. Damn, that sucks. So that means it's the only song that you like by that band?
Yeah, usually.
That's a shame.
Let's get into your second one, man.
My second one is it's a throwback. Let's go back, travel back with me to the 1970 whatever, and Led Zeppelin is on the top of the charts. And one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs is one that sounds absolutely nothing like any of their shit, and it's Dire Maker.
Dire Maker.
The Led Zeppelin reggae song.
Is that the fucking...
Yeah. You don't have to go. It's a reggae song, dude. They wrote a fucking reggae song. And, man, Led Zeppelin took so long for me to even give them any time of day. Like, and when I was growing up, like, for me, especially in high school, when I was like a punk and just being like, fucking everything else is stupid and sucks. Like, I was such a hater of Led Zeppelin and Beatles specifically, like those two bands, because like so many people like were, you know, my age were wearing Led Zeppelin shirts. I'm like, no fucking way you like Led Zeppelin. That's the most dad rock bullshit. I was like, no fucking way you like the Beatles. Like, they're lame as hell. And then I don't know what happened. I think I started smoking weed. Honestly,
you started getting over your fucking self.
So I got a little over myself, and I started smoking weed, which probably helped with that.
Yeah.
And then I got super into Led Zeppelin there for a long time, and then Dire Maker, I remember I heard that and I was like, I remember hearing that on like classic radio growing up, and I had no idea that was Led Zeppelin, and I loved that song growing up. So like when I found out it was Led Zeppelin, I was like, whoa! And then I looked up, I was like, what other Led Zeppelin reggae songs on there? And then there's like that Led Zeppelin reggae cover band called Dread Zeppelin.
Oh shit.
And they're fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But do you like that song?
I do. I love that song.
It's good,
That's
right?
on Houses of the Holy, right?
Yeah, good question. I don't know.
All right, well,
yeah.
I guess
again, no research. Like,
I do like that song, and it's basically you just like they just did a reggae song, and then John is like, "Well, I'm gonna hit the drums sometimes."
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
but it's interesting that he even as little as he does, like as little as he's trying to like do reggae drums, he did a little reggae drum thing in there, and I'm just like, okay, he must have done his research a little bit to know, like, you know, that little like thing, you know, in the intro, and it's it's so random. It's so random, and I love that song.
They were trying out some shit. For
sure.
Now my shit.
Let's go to your second one.
My second one, I don't know if you've heard of Mother Mother. They've kind of gotten a resurgence on TikTok.
Okay. Because someone picked like 15 seconds of one of their songs and now it's huge.
Exactly.
Nice. Good for them. That's going to make them
song,
millions of dollars for some reason.
Yeah. They're like going on tour again. They're like,
are you serious?
Oh, shit, I thought we were done.
Are you serious?
Seriously.
Wow. That's insane, the power of TikTok. All right, go ahead.
But it's a great song, but it's not like any of their other songs. And it's called Hey Loft.
Okay.
You haven't heard this one?
I haven't heard the band or the song. I'm sorry.
It's a good fucking song. It's like a very energetic, very spastic kind of rock song with these two female lead vocalists and
are those the two mothers?
Another male lead vocalist.
Okay. So mother, father.
It's mother, father.
Okay. Well, let's get accurate here.
And it's just a rockin' song. The guitar playing on it is really cool. It has a really awesome riff that it does throughout the whole song.
So are they usually like super chill and soft? Is that why it's weird for them?
Usually it's just... Usually they don't really have any rock tendencies whatsoever. This might be the only song on that record that has distortion, if I remember correctly.
So they're usually like acoustic or something?
They're like... They're an odd group. They're not from America.
Enough said.
Enough said. And so they like...
Sounds weird to me if it's not American.
They have some weird stuff going on. They have interesting stuff going on. But when I listened to this record, I was so let down because I was expecting more weird, off-the-wall, spastic, rocking songs.
Sure.
And what I got was just kind of these, like, more generic, no rock, no like really attitude like that. A lot more melodic than this one, but it's still good. It's like it's one of the few bands that I'm like, okay, like I'm still listening to y'all.
Okay, so they're still good. It's just
they're
not
still good.
The same at all. Man, that you reminded me of that Blur song number 2.
Yeah, the song they made as a joke.
Yeah, which I fucking loved when I heard it, and then I went out and bought that record like the next day and was so disappointed.
Yeah.
So disappointed.
And honestly, I haven't heard a good Blur song that isn't that one.
Yeah, I've tried going back and listening to it again to being like, all right, me more mature, like I smoke weed now or whatever. Maybe nope. Still love that song though. I fucking love that song.
It's just weird because they're fucking huge in like the UK. They were like rivals with Oasis,
which I don't understand. Oasis is way better.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so back to me. Finally, my next one is like a fucking punk band that I love, and this song it could have easily, in my teenage years, could have easily like pissed me off and be like, dude, they fucking sold out. They fucking wrote an acoustic song, but it's so good and I loved it right away. And it's Rise Against, Swing Life Away.
Swing Life. No, I haven't heard this one.
It's like all acoustic. I think it's just acoustic and vocals, but it's like, am I loud and clear or am I breaking up? Am I still your charm or am I just bad luck? And it's just like like acoustic palm muted guitar,
kind of a waltzy thing.
Yeah, and then it opens up and it's like, we live on front porches and swing life away. And it's like, it has this kind of like choral background, like this kind of choir in the background, and it's very theatrical, very emotional. It reminded me so much of fucking Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. It had the same feel to me, and that's such a good song, right? And it had it had that same feel to me that I felt like this, like, it's a breakup song, it's a part of a movie that's like really sad, and you feel like, oh my god, are these people gonna make it? Are they gonna stay together or are they gonna split up? And it's just so good and so different for them. And at this time, Rise Against was like a pretty fucking hardcore punk, a little bit. Like, they were really melodic, but they were really fucking aggressive and really loud. And you never would have heard a song like this on their previous 2 records before this one, which I'm forgetting the name of now. But but it's the one that had like State of the Union and a whole bunch of... It's like where they started getting poppy a little bit, and Swing Life Away was on there. And oh boy, did that song make a huge impact on me and my little lovesick, fucking hopeless romantic self.
You can do 2 genres in the same band.
Wait.
You don't have to be the same thing all the time.
Yeah, you can serve tacos and pizza in the same restaurant.
It's crazy.
And do both well?
Probably.
That's a unicorn. Well, I guess it's Taco Bell. Taco Bell is tacos and pizza.
It's got like a Mexican pizza.
Yeah, it has pizza in the title, Ash.
I guess.
Sorry, I got really upset.
No, I know. You're very passionate about your fucking Mexican pizza.
Hey, it's good shit. I love diarrhea.
All right. Well, you know what else is good shit?
Tell me.
This next fucking song. This is the 3rd one that I got.
I believe you.
It is also the first song that this band ever made.
Oh.
And so we...
Explains why it's different than everything else.
This is a band called Half Alive. And
we've heard this band together, yes.
Yes, we listened together to this song, Still Feel. And this
good
is the first song,
dude.
It's a good fucking song. They supposedly made 100 songs, and this was the best one, and they put this one out.
Okay.
And it's groovy, it's kind of dark. It's catchy, but it's like the lyrics are interesting. It's kind of about like dissociating a little bit, or that's how like I interpret the vocals. And then every song they've put out since this one has just been like generic and just fucking nothing.
Ooh.
And my brain turns off a minute in. And it's been so disappointing. And this singer has a case of, I don't know what it's called, but it's when you get in a fucking echo chamber with yourself and what your voice sounds like. You know? It's like what happened to Halsey, where you just kind of have this voice. He's like, this first song, he's kind of a soft-spoken, when I'm furthest from myself, right? But then that turned into like, when I'm furthest from myself.
Oh no!
It kind of flanderizes.
Put a little mustard on it, a little English on there.
Like now it's getting fucking cheesy.
Slap some stank.
It like,
damn.
It's just bad, man, and I still haven't heard a good song from them since this one.
Damn, this came out a while ago, right? Like 2009 or something?
No, more like 2018 or something.
No shit. It was that recent?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It's not like they haven't put out a good song, but they haven't put out a song I've been interested in, and I think like achieves this song's level.
Dang. Well, it is a good song, man.
It's a good fucking song. But what's your next song?
Ooh, my next song. Let me see what order I want to do this in, because we have 2 left.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna switch these up a little bit. My next song is by a band that I genuinely do not like at all. They have some singles that are good. They're one of the pioneers of like grunge in the 90s, and it's Pearl Jam. And
it's Pearl Jam.
It's a song I randomly heard in like 2016. I was driving back home from work.
Is it like Lightning Bolt?
That's the cover. Bolt? Yes. So you know the song I'm talking about.
I know what song you're talking about.
Mind your manners.
I had the same fucking thing.
Mind your fucking manners, dude.
Mind your
manners. They said they wanted to write a Dead Kennedys song, and I was like, oh my god! Like that came up on my Spotify, like on random or like my Discover Weekly or whatever. And I was like, who the fuck is this?
No, yeah, It came on the radio from me.
There you go.
And I was like, damn, mind your manners.
So good, dude.
And it's about like anti-religion song.
It is. I don't even know,
like
man.
an anti-Christian song, and it's like going fucking hard, and it's fucking Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
It's like their like 10th record or something.
It's the heaviest or fastest Pearl Jam song you're ever gonna hear, and it's so fucking fun, and it's so like.
It's very fun.
A solid 2-minute banger, dude. Like in and out, and I remember looking it up. Like when I got home, I was like, "What?" And I thought again, I was like, "Oh my god, they wrote a fucking punk record." I was like, if it's as good as this song, I have to listen to this whole album. It's not. And the whole rest of the album is their general bullshit. But, man, they said that the guitarist, I think, is like a huge punk fan. And he was like, I just wanted to write as close to a Dead Kennedys song as I could. And I'm like, god damn. I don't even like Dead Kennedys. And I'm like, I fucking love Mind Your Manners.
It's a fun electric song.
Yeah. I mean, that's way better than Holiday in Cambodia, in my opinion.
Hot take.
That spicy
right
take?
There.
That spicy
that
meatball?
I'm gonna breeze right past by going into my 4th song, which is "I'm Dead" by a little guy named Duckworth.
Okay, I know Duckworth.
You know Duckworth.
Yeah, we're getting there now. I'm starting to know these people.
How would you describe Duckworth?
You know, I don't know Duckworth well enough to like describe his music, but it's kind of like correct me if I'm wrong, it's kind of like goofy hip hop.
It's well, I don't know if it's goofy.
Maybe it doesn't take itself super seriously hip hop.
I've always kind of got like a watered down Anderson .Paak vibe from it.
I thought for the longest time that Duckworth was Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that sometimes. And also it's like
they're on the same
Kendrick
label or something,
Duckworth.
Right? Yeah, isn't Kenny's like one of his nicknames Duckworth or something? Or like
that's his last name.
See, that's what. Okay, I was just like, oh, this is Kenny like doing something different.
It was a Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I don't, whatever. And then I started like looking into it. I'm like, oh no, this is a totally different person.
And I was listening to local college radio. And I heard this song called "I'm Dead," and immediately it hooked me in because it's got this lo-fi kind of sound to it where it's kind of like phasing in and out with every kick.
Okay.
You know? It's got a great like little feel to it. A great rhythm. It's very catchy. It has this like female singer that's kind of coming through the whole thing, and then it ends off. You think the song's over, and then like it goes halftime with the beat, and it's like slowed down, and it's like ooh, like a little outro,
a little moody.
Ugh, and it's such a vibe, and nothing else he does sounds anything like it. I was hoping he was like a lo-fi rapper that kind of paid a lot of attention to his like the sound of his production and kind of had the vibes like this, but everything past this is kind of a lot more traditionally produced, and like he's actually gotten, I think, pretty popular now. I've seen him on some festival lineups.
Okay, good for Duckworth.
So, and you know, his other stuff is also pretty good, but just like nothing like this. It's like, fuck, man.
Damn, I gotta hear it because everything I've heard by him, I'm just kind of like, all right, like that's good, you know.
I think you'll like this one.
I'm excited to hear it.
All right, what's your
fifth and final?
This one, little ditty.
This one I'm pretty sure counts. It is from that show, that YouTube channel.
The 70s one.
Yes, that 170s show.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube called Like a Version.
Yes.
I don't know if you know where I'm going with this.
I think, yeah, fucking Glass Animals, right?
No.
Okay.
Which one did Glass Animals do?
I don't know.
Okay.
You were the one talking about it.
No, it is Denzel Curry's cover of Bulls on Parade.
Ugh.
God damn. That
Dude.
literally, it was crazy how like the shockwave that song made when it came out, dude.
Well, because Denzel is one of a kind.
Yeah.
Everyone's, you know, he's the most under-recognized rapper.
Not anymore, dude. He's finally getting love, and I love to see it, dude.
But I can't believe he never did like a fucking like rock rap record.
He might do one. Like he should, dude. Like that.
He should.
That was an
he
amazing
should do
cover.
At least one.
Yeah.
You know.
That was an amazing
just, like,
cover.
Team up with fucking, like a Rage Against the Machine
Literally.
record, but it's like Denzel Curry.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be so fucking
that'd
sick?
be so fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
To get all the dudes from Rage and just have fucking Denzel do the vocals. Oh my god, that'd be so good.
Get on it.
But dude, when that cover came out, you remember like we were at band practice and we watched it like several times during band practice, and then I started seeing YouTube channels of like metalhead reacting to Denzel Curry's cover, like so and so reacting to, like hip hop people reacting to blah blah, and I'm just like, wow, like that must be like that song must have gotten so many people exposure to Denzel Curry, like that cover specifically, because it was so fucking good.
And he was so into it.
He was so hyped,
you could
dude.
tell he was hyped as fuck.
He was like headbanging like crazy, and then the part where like there's a bridge, and I think it's like maybe the guitar solo section, like he fucking raps like one of his verses.
He does his own rap. He does it like a freestyle or something.
And again, sounds nothing like anything else he's ever done. Was so impressed, and I'm still so impressed at how well he did. He can scream like a motherfucker, dude. I'm like,
I'm gonna look that up after
this. Right? It's like the most hype shit ever, man.
Yeah.
And I still haven't gotten over it. I fucking love that cover. So that's my last one.
Well, my last one is a band that I'm certain you don't know.
Oh.
But it's a band called The Walkmen.
I've heard The Walkmen.
You've heard The Walkmen?
Yeah, I've heard of. I don't think I've heard
The Walkmen.
I'm aware. I don't think I'm.
You've heard the word walk.
I had a Walkman.
The word men.
I had a Walkman. Back in the day.
You had a Walkman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've heard of them. I didn't know they were a band.
All right. Well, then you'll kind of know what this band's about.
Okay.
I don't know. I've tried listening to all their other songs. I don't know how I'd describe them aside from just like fucking default ass indie band.
Right. It's almost like Neutral Milk Hotel. Like I put them in the same category.
Not even to that level at all. Just like,
You're completely wrong, but
like, wrong. But no, keep like saying shit you don't know about.
Yeah, I will. That's this whole fucking podcast.
That's what we are doing.
That's what I do on this show.
It's just whatever. It's whatever. But
got it.
There was this website called like Couch Seats or something. And what it was just a website that compiled a bunch of live videos, like extraordinary live performances of songs.
Okay.
And this band was performing in some dude's fucking basement, and they performed a song called The Rat, and it is such a fucking sick song. It is adrenaline pumping. The drums are going 90 miles an hour the whole time.
Shit.
It's a song that I use to build up my endurance. Sexually, yeah, like in the sack.
Wow.
The vocalist is just like belting out. You could tell he's like emotional, and it's all these long, like epic notes. The guitarist is just hammering on the whole time. The synth is crashing.
And they're usually like a really chill indie band?
And they're usually just a fucking default ass like indie band that's just doing fucking whatever.
Interesting. I
and
find
they made this one rockin' raw fucking song, and I'm so mad about it.
Most of the people I've spoken to that are like in the biz, quote unquote, like either musicians or people who are like work for labels or producers or anything, like, if they have a focus, like if they're a band and like, oh, we play metal music, you get into it and you start asking like what are their favorite bands, and it's gonna be everything not metal most of the time. Like they're like, we play metal, but we love hip hop, or we love fucking reggae, or we love, whatever. And it's just like, I worked at a record label that was reggae, and I remember talking to the CEO when I was working there and just being like, dude, this must be like a dream come true for you. Like fucking, like you love reggae and you have a reggae record label. And he was just like, yeah, to be honest, like I get kind of tired of it sometimes. And,
sure.
And he was like, I listen to like trip hop and a lot of 90s music and so, and I was just so surprised by that. And I'm sure it's the same with bands like Walkman, that it's like, this is just the music we play. This isn't the music that we love. It's just kind of like we found our sound, so we're sticking with it. But it's like,
sure,
you listen to Pearl Jam with Mind Your Manners, and like the guitarist of Pearl Jam's a huge punk guy. Like Johnny Greenwood from from Radiohead is a huge reggae fan. So it's like, it's just kind of, it's interesting when you find like people's true interests don't always lie within what they do for a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's like in the same way that I don't listen to punk music.
Right.
But
and you were
punk
in a
is my
fucking
favorite,
great punk band. Yeah. Like
it's my favorite music to like play and perform and write for.
Right. We were in like a stoner rock band together, and hip hop
didn't listen to a lick of that.
You didn't listen to any of it, and hip hop is by far my favorite genre. But I'm not gonna go rap. Like, so.
Well, we should have tried it at least once, shouldn't we?
I pet it on a little kitty head.
Pet a little kitty
Put
head.
on this little kitty bed. Do. Apparently that's making fun of West Side Gun. It's not even making fun of Action.
What?
Yeah, I don't believe people. Like, everyone's commenting like, oh my god, I recognize the flow immediately. And I was like, yeah, Action. And they're like, no, West Side Gun. And everyone's like, oh my god, that's hilarious. How are y'all going to do West Side like this? I'm like, I've heard West Side Gun. That doesn't sound like him to me. It's 100% Action.
I sent the only reason I sent it to you is because it's Action Bronson.
Because it is Action Bronson.
I didn't even think twice about it.
I pet him on his little kitty head. Well, this
like
is
the little backup vocals too, the little ad libs.
Yeah, the do and like yeah.
It's like,
come on, that's so Action, dude.
Anyway, thank you all for listening to this little chit chat.
This was interesting. Like, what are y'all's, like, what songs do you love that all the other tracks by that band sound nothing like that fucking song? Like,
have you ever heard a song you hated and then you liked that band later on? Like, has that ever happened to you?
We want to know. Anyway, thanks for listening. Follow us on Instagram at EBPcast. Go to our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube. We have tons of episodes. We have videos and audios and all these different mediums. We do all the mediums.
We do cassette.
Multimedia.
We're really a multimedia corporation. We're like a serial experiments kind of like lane corporation.
Go buy our NFTs. Go buy our AI generated art that we're making.
I fucking hate background artists and concept artists. So
I hate all that
keep
shit.
Supporting
yes.
AI.
Yes. We need more computers doing everything, including art.
We're going to pay $8 for a little check mark on Twitter.
Oh, I can't
just so people know that we have
$8.
At least $8 a month.
That's a flex, dude.
I mean, shit, couldn't be me.
Well, and guys, what do you guys want us to talk about on these little chit chats? We have a bunch of topics in our back pocket, but we want to know what you guys want to hear us talk about. And most of the time we review albums and we do like deep dives into records. So if you guys have a specific band or album that you want us to do a little deep dive and talk for an hour about it, to let us know, and we'll probably, maybe, possibly, potentially do it. Ash,
I'm so excited for
good.
You.
I'm what?
Oh, what? I was about to say something genuine. That was fucking close.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm glad I nipped that at the bud.
Yeah. Bye 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 bye. This was good.
Bye bye. This was good. Bye 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 bye.
Comedy Bang Bang, we're back.
New no-nos. The front of your leg is now the back of your leg. If you get to wear shorts in the winter, then I wear pants in the summer. No. Fucking see ya.